Good prompts are easy to do if you can include some important pieces of information describing the audio you want to create. Here are a couple of things to remember when writing a prompt. Also, some tips for better results. Avoid using popular artist names. Artist names don't work in prompts. Use adjectives to describe their sound or the vibe you want to create. Be specific. Include BPM and key for getting the best results. Descriptive adjectives, genres, and phrases help to guide the output. Use genres and feelings. Highlight the genre and overall feeling using adjectives. This will have a big impact on the result. Avoid using eras. Prompting specific eras or time periods is not currently possible, but will be. Instead, use adjectives commonly used to describe the eras you're aiming for. Remember, every prompt is unique. There's only 1 in 2 billion chances of duplication. The more specific you are, the better. Okay, so here's some tips for creating a good prompt. The word order and punctuation do not affect the result. Focus on clarity and being specific. Each generation type has different time limits. Choosing the correct type will get you closer to the audio you're trying to create. Here's a tip. Remember the number 5 when writing a prompt, because there are 5 things to think about when describing the audio to LoopMagic. Number 1, mood. What's the vibe or tone you're after? Is it aggressive or playful, maybe intense or serene? Number 2, genre. Is it trap metal, crunk, old school hip hop, punk? Imagine you're in a record store called LoopMagic and you're walking over to the section where they keep the vinyl you want. Number 3, instrument. Is it Rhodes electric piano, an 808 drum machine, a Moog synthesizer, or an electric guitar? Number 4, the key. So that's more like, is it A minor or C sharp major? Whatever the key is, if you know it and you can include it, that will help. And number 5, BPM or tempo. So if your session's 105 BPM, say 105 BPM in your prompt. Or 98 BPM, just say 98 BPM. LoopMagic is very good at getting the tempo or BPM you ask for. If you don't know the key or decided on a mood, that's okay to leave it out. Just use these 5 as reminders of the kind of info that will help a prompt be really effective. We'll look at some examples next, but I want to point out that if you're generating a one-shot for a sampler, or maybe for a transition, BPM might not help. So don't worry if you have to leave it out, because tempo and BPM applies more to loops and repeating patterns. So let's look at some example prompts.